afford about a $2,000 bond. She does have 2 children that she supports.
House arrest with a GPS monitor. Alternate bonds would be
The state's requesting a plus bond, Judge.
I'm not doing.
It's over state's objection. There is probable cause for a felony punishable by life.
And what she was charged, the priors were several years ago. Level 3 house arrest. No curfew. Stay away from him. You get picked up again or arrested, you're going to be locked up in jail until your trial. Do you understand that? Oh, I have to split it. Count 1 will be $1,500 and count 2 will be $500. There's 2 counts. House arrest, GPS level 3, $1,500 and $500. Stay away from the victim. Good day, ma'am. State's motion for pretrial detention is denied. Let me know when we have a Russian interpreter as well.
Your Honor, I did bring it up to attention of the dispatcher. I was told that that should be, requested directly to them. So it is my understanding that that request has already been placed.
Correction, you requested a Russian interpreter? Corrections, have you requested a Russian interpreter?
Yes, Judge, they requested for
Thank you.
Mr. Birkin.
Is Mr. Morrell there, please?
Your Honor, on his traffic, he received a $1 bond.
Good afternoon, Mr. Morrell. You were arrested for 1 count of attempted felony murder with a firearm and strong arm robbery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, whose initials are GM. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment at all times. You understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, Miss.
This is December 30th of 2024. So did he actually get the phone for it to be oh, why is it a strong arm?
He got the phone.
Okay.
Judge, on count 2, I'd ask you to find public cause for petty theft.
Okay, because I guess he asked to borrow it and refused to return it.
And then he gave it back, and then they say the incident happens later.
Okay. So count 1, there's probable
Judge,
cause.
on count 1, I'd ask you to find public cause at best for aggravated battery. It does not indicate any intent to kill. You said the arrest warrant says he was shot in the left leg.
I think there's enough, Your Honor.
I think there's enough. Attempted first or second?
An attempted,
Second.
maybe an attempted second.
Count 1, there's probable cause for attempted second-degree murder. And I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and hold you with no bond. Count 2, there's probable cause for petty theft. That bond is $150. You'll see a judge tomorrow. The judge tomorrow will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. Have a nice day, sir. Oh, sure, whatever. Next case is Younger Suarez. We're on page 2.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Buenas tardes, señor. Usted enfrenta cargos por agresión física con agravantes, con arma mortífera. Voy a asignar al abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
There is probable cause for the charge.
Hay motivo fundado para el cargo.
You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Hernando Gomez.
Se le ordena que se mantenga alejado de la presunta víctima, Hernando Gómez.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No podrá contactar a esta víctima ni directa, ni indirectamente, ni por teléfono, ni en persona, ni a través de terceros.
No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
Tampoco lo podrá contactar por las redes sociales ni por ningún otro medio electrónico.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home and school and place of employment at all times.
Y en todo momento tendrá que permanecer alejado por lo menos a 500 pies de donde la víctima vive, trabaja o estudia.
Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Señor, ¿entiende usted la orden de alejamiento?
Sí.
What
Yes.
do you want to do? What are you asking for?
Standard bond,
La fiscalía está pidiendo la fianza estándar.
Mr. Suarez is currently homeless. Would you do any reduction?
At $2,500. Good luck to you.
Debido a que está en condición de indigencia, la juez le reduce la fianza a $2,500. Buena suerte.
the reduction is over state's objection.
State
La reducción es por encima de la objeción de la fiscalía.
Christopher Brown is next on page 2. Good afternoon, Mr. Brown. You were arrested for driving with a suspended license, third or subsequent conviction. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charges. He has quite the past.
He has 5 HTO convictions and 1 withholds.
His priors are pretty old, Judge. I would ask if you would consider ordering him into pretrial or TAP.
Maybe tap alternate bond, $2,500. No driving, sir, unless you have a valid driver's license. And also, tap, the case number is F259214. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, sir. Next is Kastner Hilsam, page 2. Add on probation, hold for F2311087. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession of crack cocaine, attempted tampering with physical evidence, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charges. Count one.
The residue amount, Judge.
Okay. Count 1 is $1,000. Count 2 is $1, and count 3. I'll set it at $500.
And Judge, there's counts 4 and 5. Would that be ROR?
ROR count 4 and ROR count 5. Thank you.
Pardon, Your Honor, what was 2 and 3?
1,000 count 1, $1 count 2, $500 count 3, ROR 4, and ROR 5. But he has to hold. Next case is Gerald Austin. Hi, Mr. Austin. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for criminal mischief over $1,000 and petty theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
I didn't see an amount of damage. Allegations are he kicked the door, causing the metal door frame to break. The defendant's got a pretty extensive criminal history, requesting a bond.
He's stealing 3 cases of beer. It's a lot of beer to drink by one person.
Their prison sentences dating back about 40 years, so 1985.
Judge, I would either ask for the TAP program for Mr. Austin, or if you can reset this for hospitalization.
Are we reset it or what do you say, the tap? I don't have a problem with that. Sir, stay away from the West Star gas station at 14126 Northwest 27th Avenue in Opelika, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that location, to that West Star gas station. You have to stay out of it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
One second. So TAP, alternate bond, count 1, the petty theft, criminal mischief is $150. In count 2, petty theft, it will be $150. You have to come back to court for your arraignment. It's going to be June 6th at 9 a.m. Courtroom 7-3, Judge Young. And sir, you have to, what did I say, TAP, the case number is F259219.
Thank you.
Yes. Anything else? Okay, next is Ivan Rodriguez Mejia, page 3.
We do have the Russian interpreter whenever the court's ready.
Well, let's call the case, yes, with the Russian interpreter. I don't know what it is. Mr. Cooper, I'm happy to promote him.
The name on the case, Borkin Klech Oleg.
I don't know, what is his name?
It's Ale Birkin,
Oleg.
page 2.
And I'm also going to promote the alleged victim, who I believe also needs the interpreter.
Good afternoon, sir. Actually, Madam Interpreter, I have to swear you in. Can you please, put on your video? Are you able to do so? Thank you. Do you swear or affirm you will translate from English to Russian and Russian to English to the best of your abilities? If so, state I do.
I do.
Thank you. Okay. You put your hands down. Just state your name, ma'am.
Людмила Kodarovsky.
Thank you. All right. Good morning, Mr. Birkin. You were arrested for 1 count of attempted second-degree murder.
Добрый день, мистер Бёркин. Вы были арестованы в второй степени криминального преступления попытки убийства.
Your attorney is present. Good afternoon. Can you please state your name, counsel?
Good afternoon, Judge. I'm attorney Richard Cooper on behalf of Mr. Birkin.
Can you just translate that, please?
Судья попросила представиться адвоката. Здесь представился адвокат Ричард Купер. Он представляет ваши интересы.
Okay, I need a moment to review the arrest affidavit for probable cause.
Я просмотрела ваш афидавит, ваше заявление, которое у меня есть, не ваше заявление, а на предмет того, есть ли основания к предъявлению обвинения.
Okay, Mr. Cooper, do you have any argument regarding probable cause?
Yes, Judge.
It appears that the victims were ambushed by at least 6 individuals who arrived in 2 separate cars.
Значит, по нашему обвинению, говорит прокурор, этот индивидуум стал жертвой как минимум 6 людей, которые подъехали на разных машинах.
The allegations are that this defendant was the driver of one of the vehicles.
И подзащитный был водителем одной из этих 6 машин.
Okay, thank you. So these are, the victim believed that defendants, I guess, you say they were of Ukrainian origin and some were Lithuanian. He did not know them.
Your Honor, could you please repeat?
I said the victim stated there were several individuals who approached them. One was Lithuanian, so the others were Ukrainian. 3 were Lithuanian and several of them were Ukrainian.
Окей. Значит, жертва заявляет, что люди, которые пытались напасть, которые подъехали на разных машинах, 2 из них были из Литвы, а другие были украинского происхождения.
3 из Литвы, 2 украинского происхождения.
3 Lithuanian and 2 of Ukrainian origin.
Sorry, can we please instruct him not to make any statements? And
Вам
Judge,
сейчас нельзя говорить, вас не спрашивают.
Okay.
And Judge, I'm ready to make a probable cause argument if the court is ready.
Sorry.
Judge, so again, I'm Richard Cooper on behalf of Mr. Birkin. So, Judge, it appears that the allegations that my client was the driver of the black Lexus. According to the probable cause affidavit, there are two cars that pull up. We don't know from what car the shooter came out of. Judge, in this situation, there's a lot of other arrests that have
Give
happened.
the interpreter a second.
Oh, sorry.
Значит, еще раз, это Ричард Купер, я представляю свои аргументы по поводу афидавита на предмет того, есть ли основания к предъявлению обвинения. Смотрите, подзащитный был водителем Лексуса, но там же еще были другие автомобили, и сейчас неизвестно, из какого именно автомобиля вышел тот человек, который непосредственно стрелял. Угу.
And Judge, it should be noted that there's many co-defendants. One of is Mr. Baramov, whose case number is F256983. He is arguably more culpable in this matter, and he is currently on a $40,000 bond with GPS monitor level 3. So I would ask that the court give a similar bond, especially given that there are 2 cars that pull up. We don't know from which car the shooter came, and so then both cars leave. There's no allegation in this arrest affidavit that confirms that the shooter went in or came from the black Lexus, which is the car that's registered to my client, nor is it alleged that he was identified as being on the scene.
Mr. Cooper, do you have any kindness in you at all to let the interpreter interpret, or you want to keep going on?
I just keep forgetting, Judge.
Well, then write it down on a card.
Смотрите, есть уже осуществлены аресты по этому делу, и, например, подзащитный Маримотов, переводчик не услышал точную фамилию, ее адвокат привел номер кейса. Он говорит, что он является более виновным по этому делу, и ему предъявлен залог $40 тысяч, и также у него GPS-браслет третьего уровня слежения. И в данном случае я прошу как минимум такие же условия для моего клиента, тем более, что, как я уже сказала, неизвестно, из какого именно автомобиля вышел тот человек, который стрелял, и афидавит на предмет предъявления обвинения четко не указывает, из какого именно автомобиля выходил стрелявший.
And just lastly, Judge, per the last page of the arrest affidavit, the defendant does confirm that he was present, but again, we don't know, and the A form doesn't allege where the shooter came from.
И самое последнее, когда арестовали моего клиента, он признался в том, что он действительно там был, но еще раз это важно, то, что он, находясь там, мы не знаем до сих пор, из какой машины выходил стрелявший.
Accordingly, Judge, I think a low bond is appropriate here, given that a co-defendant who's arguably more culpable has a bond of $40,000 and house arrest.
И поэтому, Ваша честь, я считаю, что здесь применим невысокий залог, потому что, к примеру, еще раз назвал фамилию другого подзащитного, ему предъявлен залог $40 тысяч.
And I'm respectfully asking for a $10,000
И я
bond.
прошу $10 тысяч. Залог.
Sheriff, you have a response?
So Judge, he knew what was going on. He was one of the vehicles that transported the other individuals who attacked and shot the victims.
Знаете, Ваша честь, он там был, он знал, что происходит, он был в одном из автомобилей, в которых были люди, которые напали и шокировали жертву.
Additionally, the victim is here.
И кроме того, жертва здесь находится.
If the victim wants to be heard, he's got to unmute, turn on his camera.
И если жертва хочет, чтобы ее услышали, необходимо включить звук и включить камеру.
I guess the victim doesn't want to be heard.
He unmuted, but he hasn't turned on his camera. So just let us know if you want to talk to the judge.
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Добрый день, сэр.
Добрый день.
Good afternoon.
Speak English, sir?
Good afternoon.
Do you speak English?
А вы говорите по-английски?
Очень плохо, желательно через переводчика.
Very badly, I prefer to talk through the interpreter.
Please raise your right hand to me.
Поднимите свою правую руку.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth? If so, state I do.
Клянетесь, утверждаете, показания, которые будете давать в этой процедуре, являются правдой и только правдой.
Клянусь говорить правду и только правду, ничего кроме правды.
I swear to tell the truth, only truth, nothing but the truth.
What? Put your hand down, please. What?
Опустите руку.
Put your hand down.
Опустите руку.
What? Please tell me your name.
Пожалуйста, назовите свое имя.
Мое имя Александр Мурей.
Можете повторить для переводчика фамилию громко.
Александр Мурей.
Мурей.
Да, 5 букв.
Александр Мурей.
Sir, are you afraid? I'm sorry. What? Go ahead. Why did you?
So, the judge is deciding how to release the defendant. Is there anything you want the judge to know?
Значит, говорит прокурор, судья сейчас решает, выпустить ли или как выпустить подзащитного, есть ли такое, чтобы вы хотели, чтобы судья знала.
At this point, the state's requesting he be held without bond.
Say it again, please.
The state right now is asking for no bond. Do you have anything you want to tell the judge?
Штат сейчас просит, чтобы не было залога. Вы хотите что-нибудь сказать, судье?
Я хочу сказать суду следующее. Данное было пояснение другого потерпевшего стороны, который четко указывает о том, что стрелявший по мне вышел из Лексуса, водителем которого был Буркин.
I want to tell the judge that there is another victim testimony that he saw with his own eyes that the shooter came out of the black Lexus, which was driven by Burkin.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Can you say that one more time?
I want to tell to the court that according to another victim statement or testimony, he saw with his own eyes that the shooter who shot into me came out of the black Lexus, which was driven by Mr. Birkin.
Okay, thank you. Anything else, sir?
Что-нибудь еще, сэр?
Да, дополнительно хочу добавить следующее. Я целый месяц после операции, у меня была сложная операция. У меня полностью разбитая кость бедренная, я ходить не могу. За период с момента совершения преступления обвиняемый ни разу не ни разу не смог поинтересоваться моим состоянием здоровья. Никто не оказал мне никакой финансовой и моральной помощи. Это свидетельствует о том, что он не раскаивается о содеянном. Кроме того, его подельники, друзья, многие уже уехали за границу, покинули Соединенные Штаты Америки. Тем самым...
Take a 1 second for the interpreter.
I had a very complicated surgery for around a month. After surgery, I still can't recover. I have my hip bone totally broken. Throughout all this period, the defendant has never reached out to me and never inquired about my health condition, never offered any type of material or mental help, anything, which corroborates that he is not he doesn't regret of this of what was done. Так, 1 second, please. And besides, all majority of other persons involved in this crime already left the borders of the United States.
Anything else, sir?
Что-нибудь еще, сэр?
Ставить вопрос сейчас о том, чтобы выпускать его под залог, я считаю рано. Почему? Потому что мы не знаем, он на сегодняшний день содействует, сотрудничает и с полицией и дает какие-то показания, либо он не дает. И существует угроза того, что он сейчас тоже может покинуть Соединенные Штаты Америки, как его друзья, выехать со страны.
At this point, to resolve to release him on bond or no is too early, because we don't know if he cooperates with the prosecution, if he testifies, and also we don't know if he will leave the borders of the United States as his partners did.
Thank you so much for coming in, sir.
Mr. Cooper, do you have any questions for the victim, Mr. Moray?
No, I don't have any questions for him.
У вас есть вопросы? Нет, у меня нет вопросов.
Okay. I said one question. Mr. Cooper, you said one of the other people involved got a bond of $40,000. Do you know what that person was charged with?
Yes, Judge. One moment. That is Rustam Baramov, and he is charged with, well, he was arrested for attempted felony murder with a deadly weapon, and that case was no action, and now he is charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
Значит, как фамилия того человека, который арестован и которому дали 40 тысяч залога? Да, его фамилия Рустам. Can you please repeat, counsel, the last name?
Rustam Baramov.
Рустам Баримов. Ему предъявлено обвинение в попытке совершить убийство второй степени. Был выдан залог, а сейчас предъявлено еще второе обвинение в совершении нападения.
And Judge, I may have misspoke. His bond is $40,000. It's a plus bond of $40,000, and it's level 2.
И еще уточню, это $40 тысяч, уровень 2.
Okay, thank you. All right, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victims, whose initials are OM and MA.
Значит, приказывается, чтобы вы не приближались к жертве с инициалами ОМ
and MA.
и МА.
No contact with the two alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone or through third parties.
Запрещаются какие-либо контакты прямые, либо непрямые, через телефон, через других людей, через родственников, каким-либо образом.
No contact with the victims through social media or other electronic means.
Нельзя контактировать через социальные сети и любые другие электронные способы.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school and place of employment at all times.
Нужно оставаться на расстоянии как минимум 500 фит от места жительства жертвы, школы, работы и так далее в течение всего времени.
Grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and holding you with no bond.
Значит, еще остается под рассмотрением мое решение о предсудебном освобождении.
So you're going to go tomorrow before the division judge, and that judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention.
И завтра у вас будет слушание перед другим судьей, который назначит финальное слушание о предсудебном задержании.
Okay, anything else?
Что-нибудь еще?
You can make your arguments to try and release them before the division judge. Good day, Mr. Cooper.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you for calling me an attorney too.
Next, we have Ivan Rodrigo Jimenez, age 3.
Spanish, please.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for burglary to an occupied dwelling, petty theft, and indecent exposure. Russian interpreters excused, and sir, you're free to go as well, Mr. Murray. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Judge. So burglary to an unoccupied dwelling. The third one I got, and what was the second one, Your Honor, please?
Petty theft and indecent exposure.
Yeah, I got the third one. Thank you, Judge. Señor, usted enfrenta cargos por ingreso ilícito, allanamiento de morada a una vivienda desocupada, por hurto en menor cuantía y por exponerse de manera indecente.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Asignaré la oficina de abogados de oficio para que lo represente.
Right, to me, I see probable cause.
Dice la juez Yayo que hay motivo fundado.
You're ordered to stay away from Shadea Rubio, the alleged victim.
Se le ordena que se mantenga alejado de Shadea Rubio, la presunta víctima.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No podrá contactar a la víctima ni directa ni indirectamente, ni en persona, ni por teléfono, ni tampoco usando a terceras personas.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school, and place of employment at all times.
Y tendrá que mantenerse alejado por lo menos a 500 pies de distancia, de donde la víctima vive, trabaja y estudia en todo momento.
Stay away from the victim's residence at 1500 Bay Road in Miami Beach, Florida.
Tendrá que mantenerse alejado de la víctima, que está de la casa de la víctima, en el 1500 de Bay Road en Miami. Judge, was it Miami?
Miami Beach.
Thank you, Your Honor. In Miami Beach, Florida.
So I'm setting a bond. Count 1, burglary to the occupied dwelling till 1:10 in the morning, $7,500. Count 2, petty theft. I'll set it at $150. And count 3, indecent
I actually find no probable cause for indecent exposure.
The
There
issue
needs
is,
to be a vulgar or indecent man, Judge.
did he do it on purpose to expose himself, or was he just trying to pee in the bush?
Entonces, la jueza está diciendo, se le impone una fianza para el primer cargo de ingreso a una vivienda ocupada, 7,500. Para el segundo, hurto en menor cuantía, hurto menor, 150. Para el tercero, la abogada interrumpió cuando el intérprete estaba traduciendo para decir que, o cuestionarse si fue una exposición decente o indecente. La señora fiscal dice, bueno, pero lo hizo a propósito, estaba simplemente tratando de orinar en el arbusto. Go ahead, counsel, or whoever turn that is.
Judge, according to the restroom, she didn't even know he was there until she heard a noise at the bushes.
Según el informe del arresto, ella ni siquiera sabía que él estaba ahí hasta que escuchó el ruido en el arbusto.
There's a probable cause. ROR count 3. Goodbye.
Entonces, para el tercer cargo, no hay motivo fundado, se le da libertad bajo palabra para el tercer cargo. Hasta luego.
Okay, thank you. Hermino Cruz is next, page 3.
I have that he's out on felony bond. F24. 23311.
Good morning, good afternoon, sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
Sir, you were arrested for possession of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a school.
Señor, usted fue arrestado por tenencia de cocaína dentro de 1000 pies de una escuela.
And possession of drug paraphernalia and trespass after warning.
Y por tenencia de parafernalia para drogas y por ingreso ilícito después de haber sido advertido de que no.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Asignaré el abogado oficio para que lo represente.
So there's probable cause for possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and trespass after warning.
Hallo que hay motivo fundado para el cargo de tenencia de cocaína, tenencia de parafernalia para drogas y por ingreso ilícito después de advertencia.
Sir, you were ordered to stay away from the location at 99 North, the property at 99 Northwest 12th Avenue in Miami, Florida.
Señor, se lo ordena, se mantenga alejado por lo menos a 1000 pies de distancia de la propiedad ubicada en el 99 de la Northwest de la 12ª Avenida, Miami, Florida.
You're also out on felony bond. There's a hold for you to see the division judge tomorrow for case F24-23311.
Entonces, también usted había salido bajo fianza por un delito grave, así que tendrá que mañana ir a comparecer ante el juez de esa división por el caso F24 que termina en 3111.
Right, the bond on count one, possession of, it's only probable cause for possession of cocaine is $1,000.
Y solamente motivo fundado para el primer cargo, la fianza son $1000.
Count two, there is probable cause for possession of drug paraphernalia, $500 bond.
Hay también motivo fundado para el segundo cargo, el de tenencia de parafernalias para drogas, $500 de fianza.
Count three, there is probable cause for trespass after warning, that's a $500 bond.
Y para el número 3 también hay motivo fundado, que es el ingreso ilícito después de advertencia, $500 de fianza.
Have a nice day.
Pase un buen día.
Next case is Albert Reyes.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for burglary with an assault or battery, burglary to an occupied dwelling, and aggravated stalking.
Buenas tardes, usted enfrenta un cargo por agresión física con arma, segundo cargo por ingreso a una vivienda ocupada y tercero por intento de acecho con agravantes.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le asigno al abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
All right. So I had a chance to review the arrest affidavit, and I believe there is probable cause for count one, burglary with an assault or battery, count two, burglary to an occupied dwelling, and count three. I'm not,
There's two counts.
oh, two counts. Well, one's for the house and one's for the car.
Entonces dice la juez Yayo que hay motivo fundado para el primer cargo, que es ingreso ilícito con agresión física o intento de agresión. Para el segundo, que es ingreso a una vivienda ocupada. Dice, bueno, de hecho, es para uno es para la vivienda, otro para el carro.
And also there's probable, it's stalking. I think it's just stalking.
Y para el otro, bueno, yo creería que solamente acecho.
You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victims.
Se le ordena que se mantenga alejado de la presunta víctima.
Miss Mari Menendez and Helen Eduarda
Una es Harry Meléndez y la otra es Helen Eduarda
Menendez Cortez.
Menéndez Cortés.
No contact with the victims either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No podrá contactar a ninguna de las víctimas ni directa ni indirectamente, ni en persona, ni por teléfono, ni a través de terceros.
No contact with the victims through social media or other electronic means.
Tampoco podrá contactar a la víctima ni por las redes sociales ni por ningún otro medio electrónico.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school, and place of employment at all times.
Y en todo momento tendrá que mantenerse a distancia por lo menos a 500 pies de donde la víctima vive, trabaja o estudia.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
No podrá ejercer ningún tipo de actividad delictiva, tampoco podrá estar en tenencia ni consumir drogas ilícitas.
Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
No porte, compre o esté en tenencia en un tipo de arma, arma de fuego ni municiones.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
Cualquier arma de fuego o municiones que usted tenga o un salvoconducto o permiso para portar armas tendrá que entregarlo de inmediato a la estación de policía más cercana. Allá le van a dar un recibo, el cual tendrá que radicar ante la corte.
Do you understand the stay away order?
¿Entiende usted la orden de alejamiento?
Sí, entiendo.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so
I would ask if you would deny the state's motion and set a bond with house arrest, Judge. That way the
La policía de la defensa está pidiendo que deniegue el petitorio de la fiscalía y que le autorice arresto domiciliario.
state, you have an objection?
Yeah, I mean, he won't leave this woman alone. He continues following her.
Sí, la juez pregunta, ¿tiene alguna objeción la fiscal? La fiscal dice sí, porque él no deja en paz a esta mujer y la sigue a todo lado.
He has no prior record, Judge. that
Also
makes-
unclear how long he's been in Miami.
Ahora, señorías, que no tiene antecedentes penales, la juez quiere saber, perdón, la fiscal quiere saber cuánto tiempo ha estado en Miami. 10 years.
Right, I see arrests under the same name. There was something in March of 25.
Can I,
Veo un arresto bajo el mismo nombre en marzo del 25.
so the state filed a motion for pretrial detention or no?
Yes.
Pregunta la juez, la fiscalía radicó un petitorio para detención preventiva. La fiscal responde que sí.
Willing to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing as to the burden of the assault or battery charges.
Entonces, dice la juez, voy a conceder la petición de la fiscalía de que se le imponga una detención preventiva esperando a la audiencia final. Esto es en cuanto al cargo a los cargos de intento de agresión y de agresión física.
Count 1 is no bond, count 2 is no bond, count 3, the burglary to the occupied dwelling, I'll set that. What do you want me to set it at? 1,000, 5,000, 220?
5,000's okay.
How much?
5.
Dice entonces la juez, para el primer cargo no hay fianza, para el segundo no hay fianza, para el tercero, que es el ingreso ilícito, ¿cuánto lo vamos a dejar? 1,000, 5,000, la fiscal dice 5,000, entonces la juez ratifica 5,000.
Is $5,000. Count 4, there's probable cause for stalking, and it will be, what is that, $250?
I think it'd be 500.
500 for count 4.
Y para el cargo número 4, que es por el acecho o el acoso, entonces para ese $250, la fiscal dice 500, entonces lo dejamos en 500.
You'll see a judge tomorrow, and that judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. Good day.
Usted comparecerá mañana ante el juez para una audiencia final en cuanto van a abordar el tema de la petición de la fiscalía para la detención preventiva. Que pase un buen día.
All right, next we have Errol Wilson, page 5.
We skipped Mr. Michael.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Michael Shutov. Thank you.
He has a misdemeanor here, be going to jail arraignment tomorrow, Your Honor.
Afternoon, sir. You were arrested for dealing in stolen property, grand theft, and burglary to an unoccupied conveyance. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unless, can you afford a private lawyer, sir? Okay, Edie's appointed. Right, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the Embassy Suites at 3974 South River Drive in Miami Springs, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. Let's see. There's probable cause for the charges. Count one is $7,500. Count two, $2,500, and count three is $2,500. Have a good day. Next is Eric Wilson. Where's Mr. Wilson?
He refused again.
There's probable cause. You want me to reset it or you want to waive?
We can waive his presence, Judge.
I don't want to waive it after we stay away order.
Okay.
Reset tomorrow. Then we have Lazaro Paneka. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, do you speak English?
Yes, ma'am.
You were arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Your Honor, is it Spanish?
No,
He speaks English.
Oh, okay, okay.
Thank you.
so there is probable cause for the charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are TYA. No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the stay order?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Setting a bond and it's $5,000. Have a nice day. Next is Vicente Casas, page 5. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. It's a case from April 29th. So there's probable cause for the charge. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from Oscar Cervantes, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means, and stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school and place of employment at all times. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yeah, if he lives in the same building as me, how do I go about that?
He lives in the same building as you?
I think so. I've been running into him a lot there.
So stay, I'll put it like this, stop, how many feet, should you, 15 feet? Stay at least 15 feet away, don't get in the elevator with him, you see him go the other way, okay?
Yes,
15 feet. So I'll set his bond.
Would you consider doing a reduced bond? According to statement Mr. Casas gave the police, is that the alleged victim told him he was armed, and so he commented back to him, "So am I."
It's fine, I'll set his bond at $2,500, he doesn't have any priors. Have a nice day.
thank you.
Next is David Hughes, page 5. Oh, good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell cannabis within 1,000 feet of a park or school, and possession of cannabis. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for the charge.
So he's got an address on the A form in New York, but it looks like he's been in Miami. He's got a withhold from 23 also for sales within 1,000 feet.
Now, sir, stay away from Loomis Park. That's the area between 5th and 15th Street, from the west side of Washington Avenue, east of the shoreline or ocean. You're not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. There's probable cause for the charge. Count 1, I'll set it at. You sold 3.5 grams Aggie to her.
Mr. Hughes has about $200 for bond. Would you be able to set something within 2,000?
All right, I'll do it that, $1,000 count 1 and 500 count 2. All right, stay away from Loomis Park, sir. Delson Pierre is next on page 6.
Your Honor, Mr. Pierre received a dollar bond on his traffic.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for robbery by sudden snatching and criminal mischief. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Do you live with the victim or no? It's from September 2024. You live with Amanda?
No, I don't.
Okay, so no contact with Amanda Ulantis, the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home, school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the stay away order?
Yes.
Child,
Yes, I understand.
do you see your child that you have with her?
Yes, I have a child with her.
Do you see the child?
Yes. His grandma, my son grandma, she always bring him, drop him off at my house for me.
Third-party contact is permitted for exchange of the child for time sharing. Is there any, I'll give him free trial, any objection?
Defer to the court.
All right. Do you have a bondsman? Did you hire a bondsman?
No, I do not have a, I have his phone number, but I have a, he not answering, so I don't.
Yes, I give him free trial alternate bond, $2,500 count one, and $150 count two.
Include the traffic, Your Honor.
Yeah, what's with the traffic? What is it?
Driving while license suspended knowingly,
Yeah,
$1 bond.
what's the ticket number?
ALD.
One more time?
ALD.
ALD?
Yes, EX 2E.
Number 8LDEX2E.
Letter ALD.
Oh, ALD. That's what I couldn't understand. ALDEXNE. So include that ticket number.
2E.
ALDEX2E.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, got it. Include that alternate $1 worth of free trial. Next is George Buncasta Brito, age 6.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Buenas tardes.
You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance and attempted burglary to an unoccupied conveyance.
Señor, usted enfrenta un cargo por ingreso ilícito a un vehículo desocupado y por intento de ingreso a un vehículo desocupado.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a asignar al abogado oficio para que lo represente.
There's probable cause for the charges.
Motivo privado para ambos cargos.
Consider the TAP program.
La abogada le está preguntando a la juez si pudiera tener en cuenta considerar el programa TAP.
He was released from prison February of 24.
For what?
Él fue puesto en libertad, él fue excarcelado, salió de prisión en febrero de 2024. A la juez pregunta la razón o por qué cargo, un momento.
So that was for the burglaries, grand thefts.
Fue por ingresos ilícitos, allanamientos de morada, por hurtos mayores.
I can't, I'm sorry. Count 1, burglary to the unoccupied conveyance is $2,500. Count 2, the attempted burglary, I'll set that at $1,000.
Entonces, por el primer cargo, el allanamiento intento, más bien de allanamiento al primer cargo, $2,500 y para el segundo $1,000.
It is, sir.
Gracias.
Next is Clinton Turner on page 6.
Your Honor, he refused once again.
He's been refused, second refusal. You want me to- We can reset it tomorrow.
Not a problem.
Is that it? We done?
Yes, that concludes the calendar, Your Honor.
Our afternoon calendar. Have a lovely afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Bye all.
Tomorrow.